So, why is it that we actually need to stimulate our economy? We've talked about different forms of stimulus that our economy is currently receiving. We've talked about potential future forms of stimulus, but we really haven't look, looked at the reason why we need to stimulate the economy. We've kind of talked about, oh well, the people, oh the businesses, but that's exactly it, right? So look, this is again probably going to go down as one of my quickest episodes, one of my quickest segments, because again, it is not complicated to understand when you were truly looking at people, when you were truly looking at businesses. It is not hard to understand why we, in this very, very, very moment, need to stimulate our economy. We've heard, especially from Mitch McConnell, we've heard about how businesses need protection, right? We need those liability protections. But quite honestly, at the most basic level, that's exactly what a stimulus is for business. Is it's protection. It's protection for businesses, it's protection for people. This is why we need stimulus, because we need to protect. We need to protect Americans. We need to protect the American economy. We need to protect the American way of life. And we can only do that if we stimulate our economy. And the key thing here, and I'm not going to belabor this because again, remember, it's not complicated. The key thing to remember is that we can't just stimulate businesses, nor can we just stimulate individuals, right? If you stimulate just individuals and you don't stimulate businesses, individuals are going to have money and they'll ultimately funnel that money to some businesses. But the money that is needed for businesses to safely interact with those consumers, those people, they're not going to have that money in a lot of cases. And they may not even be around so that way people can come and interact with them, right? They might go out of business before the fact. And also, we can't just sit here and stimulate businesses because you give them money and then they have no one to come and shop, because when they don't have that money to shop, they, they're out of luck, right? They're people aren't businesses are sitting fat high on the hog, but no one's coming to buy their services, no one's coming to do anything. So we need both businesses and we need both people to be stimulated. And again, it's not complicated, so I'm not going to drag this out. It's not something that you need an economist to tell you. It's not. Just look at your own personal situation, look at the situation of those around you. Even if you are an affluent individual and find yourself, frequently around others who are affluent, which is most likely the case if that's your situation, you really have to consider that a significant portion of Americans are not in that same boat. And while you may not be in the same boat as them, you can't afford to be in a boat all by your lonesome, because we're a collective, right? Businesses need consumers and consumers need businesses. So that said, I'm not going to ramble. I could, but I'm not, because again, it's not complicated. This is why we need stimulus, because it protects both individuals and businesses.